Hello everybody, Kirk here with Space Pickle Designs, and today I just wanted to have a little show and tell video showing you what I made with Softflex Company's design kit for the Day of the Dead. And so you can see the little overview here. I did have a few beads left over and I put those in my stash already, but mainly they were just some more of these like white ceramic beads and some of the crystals that we had left. But if you'd like to see up close what I made with this design kit, then just keep on watching. First up are these super simple earrings, but I really wanted to kind of just highlight these pieces here, these artisan pendants here. And I used some of that Softflex with one of the crimp tubes. And I just created a simple little stack here, just the tiniest little rondelle. I pulled that from my stash, and then I used the gunmetal findings. So creating that low profile look with these earrings I thought was going to be the best way to go, just because I wanted to keep that linear shape and not bring it too bulky up top, just so we can kind of like keep that slender look. But I really like these earrings, and I just like that little teeny subtle sparkle that you have with those tiny rondelles. And I will say that I did bring my bead soup out for this box, just to add those little special little touches like that. So there's the first pair of earrings. Next pair is a simple pair of stacker earrings. That's what I call these, where they have no dangles or anything. It's just a head pin, and the ceramic beads and this the crystal rondelle in the middle, that crystal spacer, they all had large holes. So in order to try to keep those straight, we put some of the black crystals on the top and bottom, and then use the head pin and then silver findings for my stash for that. But I thought these were super cute, and I love the black and white, that bold contrast with a lot of color. So if you have like a really bright outfit, bringing in like a really bold black and white piece for jewelry really will set it off. So here are those. Speaking of bold color choices with black and white, here's a perfect example. I just poked holes through these little embroidery pieces. I was gonna do something a lot fancier with it, but I kind of was just like, I'm just feeling the vibe. So I kind of did a little dangle here at the bottom and mirrored those colors, using some of the bicones there and some of those crystal rondelles along with the ceramic beads. So I really like those. I foresee myself getting a lot of use out of these. I think they're so bold and funky and cute. Again, going with that bold black and white motif or theme and having a color, bright pops of color in there. I wanted to mirror the flower motif with those those beads up top. I'm sorry, I cannot speak today. But I also mirrored the flower motif at the bottom with the head pin. So I had these two fancy head pins. I thought it was perfect for this little project because I only had two of them. And so I used them as the little flower bottoms. And so it will mirror the flower throughout the piece, but I really like those. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. These were just the simplest little earrings that I made because I just wanted these little pumpkin little cuties for myself. So this was just a selfish design, right? I just really wanted to showcase those cute little lampwork beads, and so I just took two little like antique silver spacers from my stash and then stacked a little black crystal rondelle. So yeah, those are super easy, but I think they're going to be so fun for this Thursday when we go out trick-or-treating for the first time with my son, who is now 3. Okay, so these were my favorite out of the earrings, I think, just because they are so festive. I did think I brought one tassel from my stash. I think it was the blue ones. I brought these blue tassels from my stash. But I just layered the other two with the blue tassel on a piece of chain, and then I used my flower beads here. And so a lot of times when I see like jewelry from Mexico, they use a lot of like really cool tassels in there, and so I've seen that and I like wanted to mimic it somehow just because this is a Day of the Dead box. And so yeah, that's what I tried to do there. Hopefully I did it justice, but I really do love the tassels in these guys. They're so cute. The next two here are convertible pieces. So they're either a necklace or a 3-strand bracelet. And so by using the button closures on these are just some vintage buttons that I had laying around with the black and the gold, kind of mimicked throughout. Did use mixed metals on these, but I'll show you the first one I made, and I used a lot of the focals. So as you saw, I only had one of the flower beads that was usable, and this one is even like looking like it's a little bit malformed there. You can see through it a little bit, but I think it's good enough to use. And so I used the focal bead from the Jesse James bead strand there as the middle. And so this is a funky like mix. They're not exactly mirrored, but I did make like this mirrored front piece here with the tiny little skulls that flank the big focal bead. I used gold, rose gold, and silver and black on this, and here's my pattern. So I just used cotton cord on this and did knotting. And again, some of these are from my stash. Like this one, I just thought like the textile feel would go well with this. I did want to pop in more bright pinks, but this is the only bright pink bead I had in my bead soup, which was surprising. But again, I really wanted to emphasize that black and white throughout. And so yeah, just a fun little pattern here. I did use one of those ceramic skulls here. Another one of those textile beads. Some more skulls. Some more of that black and white all the way around. And we just did some like gold spacers for the loop. I thought it turned out really, really nice. This one, this next one I actually may like a little better. So again, we kind of start out with that button. We use the gold spacers for closures. I use the bright green cord. And here's the pattern on this one, just in case you kind of want to copy. These were brought from my stash. These are rolla beads that I also got from Softflex. So we'll check those out, see if you can get some. This was a component that I used for an earring, right? So you could actually wear those earrings with this. Boho bead from my stash. I used these little rondelle, the crystal rondelles, European beads, and flanked those with some of the crystals from the box. A red rolla bead. I did this so that, rondelle would stay in place. I used some of those giant spacers from the box. I had one Dalmatian jasper bead left, and I thought that black and white just kind of went. I had a leftover lampwork bead here in a black and white. And so another one of those silver hearts. I really loved those. A couple of skulls throughout here, as you can see. Some of those rhinestone beads. We have another one of those crystal beads from the strand. And again, you're just alternating how many beads you put in and the knots in between. So yeah, that brings you back to the end. But this one, I mean, well, I'll see if I can get it on my wrist. So as you can see, not only is it a necklace, right? If you wanted to switch it up, you can wear it as a bracelet. And I made it for a 7-inch wrist here. And so you're looking at like a 21-inch, 22-inch necklace. And I think that 3-strand really does it. And I just love the really like festive nature of this one in particular. And I do like using a bead that matches, or a button that matches, because no matter what way it turns, like it's gonna look cool. And so just the beads with this box just like really inspired me. So I wanted to get on here and show you everything that I made. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that short little show and tell. I hope this gave you some inspiration to use for your Day of the Dead pieces. If you got this box and you used it and you made some pieces that you like, you should share with me on Instagram or Facebook. Tag me in those photos, or send them to me on email at spacepickledesigns@gmail.com. And I look forward to seeing what you create. I love this community. And yeah, I love just sharing our ideas and our thoughts and how we go about making projects. And so let me know what you thought about these pieces in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. I read every single comment, and I hope everybody is staying safe and well. And I will see you hopefully with a tutorial next time in the next one. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.